Okay, so I have to make a new movie list for this year, and some of these movies are getting more expensive. When I go thrifting again, I'm gonna keep it out for a camera. I wish I had a GoPro instead of just like holding this little camera, but GoPro is about 200 bucks, and I don't got that kind of money in the budget. And end of the year, I get a little bit extra from time to time, and I put that aside for TV shows. The last TV show this year I'm going to get probably is Roseanne, and there's a couple other TV shows I don't really know, like Airwolf, $6 Million Man, Wonder Years. I'll pick those up down the line. Because they look like they could be a good TV show, but I never got to watch them. There is one big TV show coming in that's an old TV show. Ghost Riders coming in, and today's special. Those are the two old TV shows as well that were on my list, and I got two of those. Sometimes they don't make them anymore. You have to buy them on like a DVD-R, and you just get the discs. So I might have to do that to get some stuff. Depends how old things are. Because some of these movies are kind of old and out of date, and they're not 20 bucks anymore. They're like 40, 50 bucks because the price up is shipping. So I have to deal with those. So, and they're like old horror movies, creature movies, kind of thing. I'll try to get to some zombie witchcraft kind of movies later on, maybe early next year, and then I want to get into some more music next year. So this year I'm just getting caught up with the movies, and then try to get some Goosebumps at the end of the year as well, and try to get started on some stuff like rap music maybe later on. Try to get Dolly's Rockstar album in the spring. So there's our goal in here, but everything's kind of expensive now. Some of it is still 20 bucks, but most of it's like 50 bucks. So I want to get to those, and there's a couple karate movies on here. And then this will give me enough to go take out once a week instead of once a month. I'm cutting back at least a little bit from last year, because I don't need to go mental and pick out 20, 30 movies. I did that to boost the collection, but now I'm okay where I could drop to a normal steady space. If I get one or two things per month, I'll be okay. If I go thrifting, I can look for a camera, I can look for a DVD player, maybe a better camera will show up. Really hard to find better electronics now as well. If they come in, they're price marked up, so I need to have some of that coming in over the summer. And then I'll start on some music, and then maybe get a couple more early Pearl Jam albums. Either I'll get the Dolly Rockstar in the spring, or I'll get it in the summer. It's not all completely her music, so it's mostly her and other people singing, so I'm not really too crazy about getting it right away. If it was only like a her release, then I will try to pick up right away, but it's not just her, so I don't mind holding off on it. I can listen to it on YouTube. And then I'll be cut off by winter, so I have a better idea. Winter, try to maybe get into some Atari games, or I need to get some controllers and stuff for gameplay. So that'll be a different plan come winter. Then I should get into some rap, maybe a couple rap albums that I should try to get come winter or early next year. And a couple old Atari games I don't have yet. Because some Atari games I'm going to have to play on the computer, because they cannot find them anymore, or you have to play them on the ROM. Otherwise, whatever I could get this year on a good deal, I'm going to go by movie list first, and try to get what I can off this list over the spring. So I can get set up in here for summer, and it gets me through the winter. My collection, I don't just do one thing. I don't just collect TV shows. I don't just collect movies. I have games. I have a little bit toys. I have a little bit figures. Wish I had more into toys, but I don't find toys locally, so that's why there's more old vintage dolls on display. Because I don't see those kind of toys locally, and But other money I have set aside for thrifting. Might have to do some clothes shopping, jeans, a jacket over the winter or something, and I'll have a little bit set aside for a takeout meal. Maybe do a review of something for takeout. You don't see my face when I'm doing a takeout review. You just see the food. So maybe look for some kind of food tray. So it's a good chance I could get better items in the collection this year, but it's going to be a little bit slower, almost by half what I had last year. But it's going to give me enough to have a little bit more takeout. Instead of once a month, I could have McDonald's once a week. So that's the goal, to increase my takeout a little bit. So when I go out for movie hunting at the beginning of the month, I could pick up a hamburger or something, and I don't have to worry about being hungry, come home and eat and all that. So make food, have a good meal, maybe do a barbecue. In the spring, mostly it's going to be hamburgers, sometimes pizza, maybe try to make stir fry, something like that. Keep it simple. So I'll get something specific off my list, and I'll be okay for spring, summer, and that's the goal in here. I'm not going to look for all kinds of documentaries, whatever, horror movies I don't know. It has to be something I want to have for the collection. Same with VHS, make sure it's something I want to have, not just because we have it, or it's old, make sure it's something I want to have. But most of the old horror movies I have on DVD, I don't need them on Blu-ray. I'll only get Blu-ray if I find it locally, if it's something unique, or it's like something hard to get. Maybe later on I'll get a little bit more into Blu-ray, and that's the collection. And the game room, I'll do gameplay, I'll do music, maybe look for costume down the line, see how things go. But for spring and summer, it should be set up, and this is just a year-end video kind of thing, so I'm not going to give a date out, today's date's whatever. Just the end of the month, that kind of type video. My pop is okay, but I need to get some more chips, so I have to make a deal for a day that's warm. Winter is rough, so hopefully the next few months to get into the winter, I can find a couple of good things for spring to happen. I'll be on a small budget by spring anyway, so winter is as well. Already starting on this small budget now, so end of the month, just a little extra. My sleep pattern is off, so going back to school is kind of rough. You have to be prepared to go back to school, if you go back to the day, so you have to be up for the day all the time. I'm used to sometimes sleeping during the night. I sleep better during the day sometimes, so it's hard. And work's kind of hard because I have a bad back, so going back to work is kind of rough and tough. So sometimes you have to go back to work and you have to deal with sore muscles and all that. So, but going back to work will give me a little bit extra to put into the collection. But I think I'm okay now. If I slow down and go steady, I could get a little something in, and that's the main thing: quality over quantity. I think somebody once said that. So, get something good in a little bit at a time. And this is the new list. Thanks for watching. Hope we get a couple more small posters made or something. Little ones like this be nice. Or stick them along the top here. Or I can put some little extra dolls along. But I don't have stands for the dolls, so I got a couple more dolls in boxes. But we'll see how thrifting will go come spring. But next couple months is the winter, so I'm only going to go food shopping, I think. I don't know if I could get out thrifting in the winter. We'll see. Thanks for watching.